power. I agree. Words, sounds have power. I agree. Gymnasium. Um, I was reading what's it called? It's a book, Second Maccabees. And in Second Maccabees, it was talking about First Maccabees, excuse me. Because yeah, First Maccabees, Second Maccabees, of course, Fourth Maccabees about wisdom. But in First Maccabees, we talked about how certain wicked Hebrews went and made agreements with the Romans and petitions to build gymnasiums and asked for permission to build a gymnasium in Jerusalem. What? You wicked bratty boys! And then made themselves uncircumcised and had to deal with each other while they was wrestling. Bratty boys. But so yeah, gymnasium, yeah. Jim, let me listen to you, my lord. I'm listening. So long, so long, so long. Oh, we on No Face, No Case Radio. We are live. No Face, No Case Radio. We are live with Elder Ross Dread, man. We just gonna build throughout the day. Put a 7 in the room if you can hear me good. Music is good. Put a 7 in the room. If it's too loud, put a 3 in the room. All right, we'll see you on YouTube. Put a 7 in the room if you can hear me well. Man. I'll make sure that me and kind of going in politicking. So one of the topics that we got is Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel, the land, also known as Yasharallah. I appreciate that. Don't forget that cash app, man. All right, don't forget that cash app at Vimo. Share that brotherhood. Scripture says the workman is worthy of his hire. So are you gonna need me on this one, or you gonna boom? You gonna boom? Drag it. Come. Is it 2 or 1? Drag it. So yeah, so we got two beautiful brothers riding together. Shalom, Yashral. I see you up in here. Put a 7 in the room if you can hear me. Put a 3 in the room if the music's too loud. All right. All right, so we're just gonna do some general politicking. Shalom, Yashral. Yabarakam, Yahweh Bahasham, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. May the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob bless you all in the name of his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. Guess what? Joshua, O'Shea, Justice, Justin. What's another name? All of these names relate to the name. Hosea. All of these names relate to the same name. He saved. So the Most High bless you all in the name of the Savior, the one who came and died for the sins of Israel. Boom, but all right, so let's politic, man. So as y'all know how I do on No Face, No Case, I have my friends, my family, my brother, comrades, constituents, my compound, conglomerate of counselors. Those of the like mind. Those of the like mind. And not everybody is for the camera, but everybody has something to say. Everybody has something to say. Where there's breath, there's life. Where there's breath, there's life. You can't make this stuff up. Appreciate you. All right, so let's go ahead and get it, man. Let's get the building in a good place. All right. What we're gonna do is I want to address a few things, brother. Revelation chapter 2, verse 9, and Revelation chapter 3, verse 9 says, I know thy works, thy tribulations, and thy poverty, but thou art rich. And I also know the blasphemy of them who say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. This is in the Bible. Revelations, very last book, also known as the Apocalypse, end of the world is the name of the book. And the one who's speaking these words, right? The one who's speaking these words is the one that's seen in a vision by the Apostle John, and he's described as being skin as fine bronze, as if he burned in the furnace. Can I see your arm real quick? Scripture says that his arm and his feet were like in color, right? As in comparison to, I'm bronze, but you got some brothers that's fine bronze, as if they burned in the furnace. So people got to deal with that what they will. When you have world leaders such as President Putin, Donald Trump, when you have world leaders such as, who else? Abraham Lincoln. Man, I mean, who know Hitler, you know, got to say the name. I mean, it's a person, he lived, who know that the children of Israel was sold into slavery. The Arabs, who knew the children of Israel was sold into slavery. When you know the world knows this, and remember, when we got off of the plane in Turkey, they didn't call us African American. They looked at us and they said, "Children of Moses, children of Moses." Man, that messed me up. I said, "Oh, don't. I'm an Israelite. Don't call me black no more." That was the first thing I thought. No matter why, why? And the second thing,
Excuse me. Do you know what 552
552.
Maple?
and the second thing was, why is it that the people who it's mentioned don't acknowledge it? So that's one thing. If there's a race of people who say they are Jews and are not, but do lie, and everybody knows, oh, I appreciate that. Thank you for slapping, man. I appreciate that. I need to see that. There's a people who know that they're not, and there's a race of people who know that they are. And this is a common knowledge that everybody has to just consent to. So I'm very grateful. The majority of my friends, the majority of my families, all knowing the difference between culture and religion. A lot of them want to speak up, and I support them for speaking up. So our brother Ross Dredd, he's gonna come forward, and as you can hear, I got the Rastafarian music playing in the background. You know what I'm saying? But even when you look at that, the Rastafarian music, giving respect to Jehovah, right? Let me turn this down just a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, that sounds better. I like that. That sounds a lot better. So with that being said, so having brothers and sisters that's in the community, and it's like, the conscious, like the conscious woke aspect, like it's all there, but the spiritual aspect is really missing. It's good that a person is conscious, but what I notice is like the conscious aspect of the conscious community is like everybody's conscious for their own sake. It's like conscious for, oh, excuse me, my bad. Oh, like, oh, I know that. Like, I know that too. Like, oh, I know that. Oh, did you know this? Yeah. Oh, did you know? So it's like the consciousness is like conscious for our own sake. That's the difference between religion and knowing what our nationality is to say, okay, I'm not just conscious for my own sake. I'm conscious for everybody's sake. All right. All praise, man. I appreciate that. Shalom, shalom. Hey, shalom, shalom. Call me Asherala. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. I got you. So our brother Ross Dredd, he's an elder brother that's in the Rastafari community, just like, we have elders in all communities, and I don't know how to explain it, but the connection, the wake up for everybody happening is the synchronicity is the word that I use. The synchronicity is it can't be nothing but Jehovah. So I'd like to introduce, a good friend, a brother of mine, I've shed tears, what I'm saying, just speaking to, what I'm saying, this brother. So I'm gonna yield the floor for 2.5 seconds because we gotta. Well, he's gotta make a phone call. All right. So we're gonna come right back. All right. Right after this commercial break. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is New Life. Come on in there.
Big tray, you got a big tray. Yeah. All right. We back. So I'm gonna just share this brother, man. And again, like I said, that's not gonna we need some more room. Yeah, you gonna have to figure that out. So I like to introduce everybody, man. The brother's Rock Dread, man. I mean, I'm gonna say I can do the gift of music on how the Father's given me, but this brother's like Prince. Like this brother's like the artist. Like he's like Michael Jackson. Like,
Oh Lord.
yeah, I ain't gonna stunt, man. Not even just. I mean, depending on how much you want to pay. We're good this way. So yeah, man, we coach it this way. Yeah, handle it if you're handling it. So the point of saying such is to say we should respect our elders, in all communities, and it's hard to do on some aspects because we don't see everybody the same. Clear. Handle it. Sometimes we don't see everybody the same, but we got to see the light of the Most High. Yeah, right. We got to see the light of the Most High, Jah. All right. And I look forward to introducing you all to his brother. Let me know when you're ready, good sir. All right.
All right, we're gonna go off topic.
Oh, brother, the floor is yours, good man.
Yeah,
All right.
What was you talking about?
So here we go. Salute. Bro. Hey, salute, elders.
Yeah, Rastafari.
Yeah,
What's up, brothers? How y'all doing, man? Rastafari.
that's beautiful, man. Russ. All right. Salute. The floor is yours, brother. Salute.
Well, I didn't really. Well, we talked about from the
That topic,
beginning a whole range of different topics, and I think what really got us to this point is I wanted to just talk about a little bit about a news article that I had read this morning or listened to this morning. They was talking about some of the things that was going on in Israel as far as the Orthodox Jews now. You come across, brother? Some of the Orthodox Jews, it's being a split within that particular government, the Israeli government, about Orthodox Jews joining the army and being part of the IDF, which is called the Israel Defense Force, right? So I was, just really opening up the doors and wanted to talk to the brother about. But please excuse me too, y'all, because I'm multitasking. And when you're out here in traffic and you're working and you're putting in that work, come on. I wish you could have cued that song.
So
but I wanted to, but to get back, I wanted to just talk about. I wanted to talk about the feeling and some of that because that's a whole different arena of politics, which still surrounds that state of Israel.
right.
And so, some of them, it's going on, so it has to be talked about to look at it and see.
It's got to
like, hey, because it's a lot going on, and I don't want to impede, on those people's politics. I just want to talk about it a little bit, and just kind of figure out.
I want to impede on their politics. So we got the same nationality, which are just up under a different. It's one umbrella family that just go by different names.
Mm-hmm.
So historically, for what I've seen, I know that nation as being the sons of Esau. Esau is the son of Jacob, who hated their twin brother Jacob, sold Jacob into slavery, and then took on Jacob's identity per the prophecies. So now Amalek is also another name that's used that's in there. And when we're talking about, saying I call them Revelation 2:9. That's why we started there. Because the Most High said there's a nation of Jews, but there's a nation of people who say they are Jews and do lie. That was spoken by Christ in the book of Revelation. So when I'm thinking about the Israelites, first of all, let me say this. The name Hebrew Israelite is nowhere in the Bible. Nowhere in the Bible does it say, and Jehovah said Hebrew Israelites. Nowhere in the Bible does it say, and Yahweh spoken to the Hebrew Israelites. Nowhere have I seen it. But we are called the children of Israel. We are called Jerusalem. We are called Zion. We are called um, another phrase is Beni Israel. So, or Banya Yasharala. So our politics and the politics pertaining to the Revelations 2:9, the people say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. When it comes to them going to war, I'm all for it. I'm all for them signing up to go to war because that's what's prophesied they're gonna do. And my personal feelings, I don't like war. But the Most High, Psalm chapter 15, the Lord said, He says, "I am the Lord thy God. I am a man of war." When He delivered our people from Egypt, so He's for war. I'm for His politics. I pray for peace. Now, I will say this: they should go to war and they should fight as hard as they can. They should go to war and they should get the best technology and and they should do everything that they can to fulfill the prophecies. And yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Where can we go further in it? What?
Well, I can't. I'm still in the because to me it's the new brand new form of politics just to be able to see those people speak on things of that nature and to really take on the mantle and the crown as if you know everything that they're saying is like factual or true or even sometimes
It's just like your first. Oh, let me understand because you're very
like my first
you're articulate, and so and people have to listen to. So when you listen to Elder Ross Dre, and I pray that one day he'll sit down, do a podcast, broadcast, some type of cast. He'll do some music, some video production. He's already doing video production and some other. But the man is he's just anointed. I met one of his family members. I think his cousin or auntie's son. I couldn't think of nothing to say, so I just started talking about how he's a blessing to everybody. He's involved with. And she was like, "Yeah, that's just how he is." And I was like, "Yeah." So reputation is very good. Reputation is important. So I'm hoping and looking forward to hear y'all hear more of him speak. But put a 7 in the room if you can hear the brother good. Put a 3 in the room if you need him to speak up. All right. But once we get in the studio, I'm gonna have that mic gonna be like
right there on top.
Right there on top. That boom mic gonna be right there. All right. But it sounds like, so to get back to it, because I know you said you've heard of it before, but it sounds like you're saying
it's different dynamics.
Right.
Because in Israel, the Israelis, they have a political, force that needs to be reckoned with, the Knesset, so forth and so on, all the different things that's involved with that. So, but when you take it, when you look at it from and they translate it over to the Orthodox side of it. When I spoke up earlier, they having like those internal problems with, do we want the Orthodox Jews, to be involved in the war, and it's so many like the IDF. I mean,
right.
Because there's so many different aspects that goes against the orthodoxy of them being Jew, of being a Jew,
of being in the military.
Of being a Jew.
Well, they're 1,200% not a Jew. They're not Jews.
Right.
1,200% not. They can be Jewish all they want.
Right.
But yes, sir.
Right. But I'm just saying on that particular, I don't want to use the name incorrectly, but it's these group of people. I want to say the name that they was using for them, but I can't remember. I told myself all morning, remember the name. But it's something I've never heard before.
Now, are they the Ethiopian or are they European Jews?
They're talking about the European territory.
Yeah, absolutely. Jewish. Yeah. So
about the Israelis, and I'll talk about the IDF.
Yeah.
One thing about it, two things for sure. This is from my experience. I watch this program every single day, right? For the past year or so, right? Every single day, especially since the October the 7th debacle, whatever happened with that.
The October 7th. Oh man, yeah.
The reason why I call it a debacle because there's reports that the government, lax in their security methods, and they, allow, the people to come in and so forth and so on. I don't know the full story, but from this information I had, it was like it shouldn't have happened.
Right.
But on a big mistake. None. I see another news article, and I saw the Ethiopian soldier was in the ICU.
Right, right,
And it's one thing, one that I think that is from a person of the negro
right, right.
inside on pictures. I'm talking about watching every single day.
Uh-huh.
Not no mention, but not even see that a person
That's that whitewashing. Yeah, that's that whitewashing.
exists.
Yeah.
But I'm watching because of the information, and I always want to hear the other side of the story.
Absolutely.
I always want to gather all the information, throw it on the table, and then people start piecing it together. Say,
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You look at them, we call them precepts, you know, when you read the scriptures, precept, here a little, there a little with the word given to them. Uh, and we see those things in prophecy. We see those things in newscasts. Oh, that doesn't line up with that, or that lines up with that. Oh, yeah, sure. Sure. Ethiopia, right? Ethiopia.
always that European
Right. Right. So like when I think about that, like when we say these particular type of people, if we're looking at the you know uh the Revelation 2:9, fighting in
way back. I think just I don't want to get into the
right, yeah, yeah.
something different.
Wickedness is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, something
Wicked.
something different. Was different. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like how sometimes like I feel like if you have to put like real big questions to it, something's not right. I mean, you like, wait a minute, and it's like as far as our community is concerned, I would say no. My thing is in any of these particular type of situation where you find men of you versus those of unyu, you
Say the lesser hued use.
yeah, lesser you use.
The use of lesser use.
But what I'm saying is, I feel like they have to use them as a mimic, as a okay, look, okay, I see what power. I want to be just like you. How about that? Over here,
But over here and not around you.
I just want to be just
Wow,
like you.
I want to be just like you, but over here.
And I ain't mad at you. I'm
oh,
mad,
wow, that's good.
I don't want to fight you. I don't want to be mad at you. I don't want to throw names at you. I don't want to curse you. I love you. I just want you to teach me everything you know. If we brothers, because I should have the same rights that you have, right? You got power. That's obvious. It's evident. I don't. So let's balance it out.
That's good.
Let's just talk about it.
Well, I mean, you got a mighty kingdom, mighty people, man. Like, what do you think that they came from? I want power just like you. It's not an equal playing field.
It's not an equal playing field, but you have to always. That has to be the rhetoric, whether those are the particular actions or what I'm saying. Because in their political games, they say something, but their actions too much different. You know what I mean? I think it's this build.
I think so. I'll say this.
We came to this building this way before.
Yeah, I know that this place is beautiful, man. Hey, let me show you all this, man. This is such a beautiful, beautiful. Cincinnati has such a beautiful view. Let me show you all this. I'm gonna place my camera in space for you all to see. Hey, that's my Jones, boy. Hey, WKRP. Hey, that's my Jones, boy.
Okay, we are going.
So I'm gonna go ahead and step to the side. I look forward to building with you all a little bit later, man, if possible.
308.
All right, definitely would love to go over the tour with you. All right, y'all brought coming up about your next side. All right, all right.
Okay. Okay.